Hey, it's Brandon here. I've reached out to you by mail, email, phone, text, and we haven't got on a phone call, so it looks like we probably won't do anything together. So, I've written down the 5 most important things that I think you should know as you go off to try to build this painting business, solve the problems, or seize the opportunities completely by yourself. Because you'll need all the help that you can get, and these are the same things that I tell our members over and over and over again. Really large concepts that I think will help you in your business. So here we go. Number one, don't undersell yourself. Okay? Maybe you grew up like me. Dad was poor, couldn't read or write, never been to school, clubfoot, facial deformities. We had unpainted wafer board ceilings, wood burning stove in the basement, one sink in the kitchen with old red well water that came out of it. I mean, we were poor kids in a poor kid's school. And I never thought I'd get out of dog holler. That's what some of the guys called it. It's where they dropped off dogs. I don't know why people dropped off dogs there, but they did. And, we were just poor. And I thought, I'm never going to make it. Nothing's going to come of my life. Maybe you think I'm too old. I'm too young. This industry isn't for me. I'm telling you, that's bullcrap. I've watched people in their 70s completely change their painting businesses in 3 years and then sell it for a good profit and retire when they would have normally piled all their crap out on the sidewalk for a rummage sale or listed it on Craigslist. I've watched people who speak English as a second language. I've watched folks with alcohol addictions, drug addictions that have recovered and gone on to do fantastic things. People with low self-confidence, people that hated sales, hated marketing, hated hiring, hated whatever, and got really good at it and discovered that they either loved it or could manage it so they could do the other parts of the business that they like. Okay, that's number one. Number two, wealth is attracted to speed of implementation. It is repelled by sloth and indecision. I'll say that again. Wealth is attracted to speed of implementation. It is repelled by sloth and indecision. That means if you know something needs to be changed in your painting business, tackle that stuff. Get it done quickly, because doing something perfectly 3 months from now will not be 300% better to make up for all the money and opportunity that is lost or the problems that are caused in the preceding 90 days. I mean, if you want to repel any type of financial peace of mind or ability to make your painting business run smoothly, do everything slow and overthink it forever. Dreams do not die in the operating room. I promise you, they die in the waiting room. People just waiting for 20, 30, 10 years to freaking fix something. Ridiculous. Doesn't make any sense. Get on with your life. As soon as you know something needs to be done, 80% perfect and 100% out the door, go for that. Another thing, this be number three, inputs and systems, not outputs and luck. Okay? Inputs and systems, not outputs and luck. Often people wonder, and I get asked this a lot, how do you get in good physical shape? And they're constantly weighing themselves. And they're constantly looking at the results from things. And that's not really what you need to look at. What you need to look at is, what inputs am I putting in? How much did I eat? What did I eat? How much did I work out? What did I do? Was it really effective for me to attain my fitness goals? Same thing in your painting business. It's not about how much money you made. It's like, well, what are your sales closing rates? What's your percentage of repeat and referral business? How many commercial clients did you call on, mail, email, put on a newsletter list, run a campaign to, do a drop by for? Are you tracking your jobs on a daily basis? Are you reporting that back to the crews? Do you have a saved labor bonus program? Things of that nature. The inputs and the systems that control the inputs are what create the outputs. Don't worry about the results, because you can't control the results. You can't control if somebody says yes or no. You can't control if your men do a good job or a bad job, but you can control all the systems and the inputs, when you build them correctly, that really curtail and control what happens, the outputs. Don't get all caught up in what's happening. Those are results of things that are long past. Get caught up in today's inputs. Get caught up in what you're doing. Number 4, no man is an island or a library. No man is an island or a library. Trying to do things by yourself without ever getting any help and just getting in your own little brain and trying to fix stuff when the same problems, issues, opportunities have been solved hundreds and thousands of times, it's just dumb, because you're not going to live forever. And you can't reinvent every wheel. And you can't make every mistake. I mean, most of you that are watching this are 30, 40 years old. I mean, you got 20, 30 more years to work. And you need to shortcut that. And that doesn't matter if it's with your painting business. It doesn't matter if it's with your relationships. It doesn't matter if it's with your relationship with the Almighty, whatever it is. Get some help and surround yourself with other people who are accomplished and who have achieved things. Because if you just surround yourself with your own thoughts and your spouse and your painters and people who really don't care, or in many cases just can't understand or help you with your success, it's going to be very hard to get where you want to get. And you're not a library. You just do not have infinite information, nor do you have time to collect everything you need to know about every subject. When you got something that needs to be fixed, just go find it and start with something that's 85%, 90% perfect. Add your touches then, but don't start from scratch, because you'll be lucky to get to 20%. And then finally, you're going to spend the same 40, 60 hours working your painting business. They can be depressing. They can be awful. You can make 50, 100, 200, 300, 500, a million. Whatever you want to do with those hours. You're going to work the same amount of hours. When I was going through school, there was a man named Wayne, and I interviewed him for a project when I was in college. And he said, always get big headaches, Brandon, because you'll spend the same amount of time working on big headaches as you will little headaches. The difference is the little headaches don't pay you anything. And he was absolutely right. The things that you have in your life that cause you to want to procrastinate, that give you a little bit of anxiety, that you want to put off and constantly delay, that is a really good indication of where all the money is. Meaning, if it doesn't give you a headache, if it's not a little challenging, you're probably not going to get anything of any significance from it. It's just the same old stuff. If sending emails and running projects and paint cans and answering phones and putting out fires made you rich in this business and solved all your problems, then you would have already solved them, wouldn't you? But it doesn't. So I hope these 5 things have been helpful. If for some reason in the future you reconsider and you'd like to get on the phone with me, I'd be happy to help you. Until then, take care. I wish you the best in everything you do. Bye-bye for now.